Hello, dear travelers. In today's video, we are going to explore 10 fascinating places in Norway that you need to know before embarking on your next journey. Get ready to fall in love with monuments, natural beauty, and charms that only Norway can offer. Geiranger Fjord. This is undoubtedly one of Norway's most famous fjords, recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and revered for its breathtaking landscapes. Geiranger Fjord is a natural spectacle with towering mountains that seem to rise from blue-green waters, creating a dramatic and impressive scene. The region is known for its incredible waterfalls, the most famous being the Seven Sisters. This series of waterfalls descends from more than 250 meters high, creating a fascinating view, especially when the sun reflects on the drops, forming magical rainbows in the air. Another highlight of the area is the Suiters Waterfall, which, along with the Seven Sisters, forms a local legend of a suitor who fell in love with all the sisters. Stories like this, intertwined with the epic landscapes, make Geiranger Fjord a place that is not only beautiful, but also full of mystery and enchantment. Exploring Geiranger Fjord can be done in various ways, whether by boat, kayak, or hiking along trails that climb the surrounding mountains, offering breathtaking panoramic views. Around every corner, you will be surprised by new landscapes, majestic waterfalls, snow-capped peaks, and crystal-clear waters that reflect all this grandeur. If you're looking for a destination where nature displays its power and beauty in an impressive way, Geiranger Fjord will certainly be one of the most memorable experiences of your journey through Norway. Northern Lights. And there is no better place to witness this celestial dance of lights than in Tromsø and the Finnmark region in the far north of Norway, within the Arctic Circle. Tromsø is often called the Park capital of the Northern Lights, and with good reason. In the winter months, from September to March, when the nights are long and the sky is clear, the chances of seeing the Northern Lights are very high. The dancing lights appear in a spectacle of colors ranging from green to pink, with touches of purple and red. Seeing these lights dance over snow-capped mountains and reflecting in the calm waters of the fjords is an unforgettable experience. The phenomenon is caused by the interaction between solar particles and the Earth's atmosphere, creating this surreal visual display that seems magical to the eyes. The feeling of being under the Arctic sky, with the lights moving like a bright curtain, is something that turns any night into a moment of pure admiration. In addition to Tromsø, the Finnmark region, further north, offers a more remote and equally fascinating experience to observe the Northern Lights. Here, the isolation and absence of artificial lights make the sky even darker, enhancing the beauty of the celestial lights. Many choose to stay in cozy cabins or go on Northern Lights safaris, where you are taken to strategic points in search of the best view of this phenomenon. And for adventure lovers, Tromsø offers much more than just the Northern Lights. While waiting for the lights, you can go on dog sledding safaris, snowmobile rides, or even explore the local traditions of the Sami, the indigenous people of the Arctic Njord, who have a deep connection with the region's nature. If you've always dreamed of seeing the Northern Lights, Tromsø and Finnmark are must-see destinations. The experience of witnessing these mystical lights in the night sky is something that stays etched in memory forever, a true celebration of the grandeur of nature. Svalbard. Located in the Arctic between mainland Norway and the North Pole, Svalbard is a place where Arctic nature reigns in all its grandeur. This archipelago is famous for its impressive glaciers, rich wildlife, and the incredible midnight sun phenomenon during the summer. The landscapes of Svalbard are breathtaking. Imagine vast glaciers stretching as far as the eye can see, snow-covered mountains, and majestic fjords bathed in a clear, cold light. The feeling of being in such a remote and pure environment is incomparable. The deep silence, broken only by the sounds of nature, gives Svalbard an almost mystical atmosphere, as if you were in another world. The wildlife here is as fascinating as the landscapes. Svalbard is known for its polar bears, which inhabit the region and symbolize the strength and power of Arctic nature. Although encounters with these animals are controlled to ensure both visitors' safety and wildlife preservation, just knowing they are present on the glaciers and ice seas makes the visit thrilling. In addition to polar bears, Svalbard is home to Arctic foxes, reindeer, and various species of birds. And it is also an excellent place to spot whales in the Arctic waters. During the summer, Svalbard offers the opportunity to experience the midnight sun, where the sun never sets, illuminating the Arctic landscapes 24 hours a day. This phenomenon occurs from mid-April to August, and the feeling of constant light creates a surreal experience. The sky is bathed in a golden glow, and the glaciers and mountains reflect this light in tones that seem magical. On the other hand, in winter, Svalbard is the ideal place to experience the polar night, when the sun does not rise above the horizon for months. During this period, the darkness is only broken by the moonlight, and if you're lucky, the northern lights dancing across the sky. It's a unique experience to live both the endless light and deep darkness in one of the most extreme points on Earth. For adventurers, Svalbard offers incredible activities, such as dog sledding expeditions, snowmobiling, and glacier climbing. Exploring the Arctic environment, whether walking through frozen fjords or sailing among icebergs, provides a full immersion into the planet's wildest landscapes. Trolltunga, literally translated as Troll's Tongue. This impressive rock formation is one of the most photographed in the world. Situated about 1,100 meters above sea level, Trolltunga dramatically juts out over Lake Ringadalsvatnet, creating a breathtaking view that attracts adventurers from all over the globe. To reach Trolltunga, you must embark on one of Norway's most famous and demanding trails, the hike, which can take 10 to 12 hours in total, round trip, crosses spectacular alpine landscapes with snow-capped mountains, deep valleys, and crystal-clear rivers. The trail covers about 27 kilometers, and every step is rewarded with views that seem out of this world. However, the hike is an experience in itself, passing through open plains, streams, and rocky fields, providing an intimate connection with Norwegian nature. Reaching the top and encountering Trolltunga is a moment of pure adrenaline. The rock seems to float over the abyss, with the deep blue lake below and the surrounding mountains creating a surreal landscape. For the bravest, posing at the tip of the rock is almost a ritual. The feeling of standing on the Troll's Tongue, with the vast gorge below and the open horizon ahead, is a mix of thrill, accomplishment, and awe for the grandeur of nature. Beyond the view from Trolltunga, the surrounding area is rich in natural beauty. Lake Ringadalsvatnet, with its clear, calm waters, reflects the surrounding mountains, creating a dreamlike landscape. In summer, the colors are vibrant, and the long daylight hours allow adventurers to enjoy every detail of the journey. The best time to hike to Trolltunga is between June and September, when the weather conditions are more favorable. However, due to the site's popularity, it's important to start the hike early to avoid crowds and ensure you have enough time to enjoy the view in peace. And like any adventure in Norway's mountains, it's essential to be well prepared with appropriate clothing, food, and water. Nygard's Glacier. Located in Jostedalsbreen National Park, Nygard's is a branch of mainland Europe's largest glacier, Jostedalsbreen, and offers a unique and unforgettable experience. The chance to walk on ice and explore the blue ice caves that seem straight out of a fairy tale. What makes the Nygard's Glacier so special is its accessibility. Unlike more remote glaciers, visitors here can get very close to its base by car, and from there, take a short walk or even a boat ride across the glacial lake to reach the starting point of the ice trails. This proximity allows people of all ages and experience levels to witness the majesty of a glacier up close. One of the most exciting activities at Nygardspbreen is ice hiking. Guided by experienced specialists, this hike takes you directly over the glacier's surface, allowing you to explore its fascinating landscapes of deep crevasses, ice peaks, and valleys sculpted by the glacier's millennial movement. Equipped with crampons, metal spikes for shoes, and an ice axe, you feel like a true Arctic explorer, walking across the vast white and blue expanse of the glacier. And if that weren't magical enough, Nygardspbreen is also famous for its blue ice caves formed in the glacier's depths. These caves, created by the glacier's pressure and the natural melting of the ice, glow with a surreal blue thanks to how light is filtered and reflected inside the compact ice. Entering one of these caves feels like stepping into another world. The blue is so intense, it seems almost unreal, and the surrounding silence amplifies the sensation of being in an otherworldly space. Walking through the blue ice caves is a hypnotizing experience, where every turn reveals new formations and shades. Nygardspbreen also offers spectacular panoramic views of the surrounding area. As you walk along the glacier, you can see dramatic mountains, deep valleys, and rivers formed by the melting ice, all under Norway's clear sky. The tranquility of the place, combined with the stunning scenery, creates a feeling of reverence for nature, although glacier hikes are available during the summer, when conditions are safer and the ice is more stable. The glacier is an attraction that amazes throughout the year. Even for those who prefer not to hike on the ice, the area offers trails around the glacier that provide spectacular views without the need for special equipment. In addition to the natural beauty, the Jostedalsbreen Visitor Center offers informative exhibits about glacier formation, the region's geology, and the importance of preserving these natural wonders in the face of climate change. It's a great stop to better understand the incredible phenomenon you are about to explore. Lofoten Islands. The Lofoten Islands are known for their dramatic and contrasting landscapes, where steep mountains rise directly from the sea, surrounded by white sandy beaches and picturesque fishing villages that seem frozen in time. This archipelago is a dream destination for nature lovers, tranquility seekers, and adventure enthusiasts. Upon arriving in the Lofoten Islands, the first impact is the grandeur of its sharp mountains, which emerge from crystal clear waters, creating a spectacular setting. These rocky formations, often snow-capped at their peaks, contrast with the white sandy beaches, some of which are among the most beautiful in the Arctic. Despite its northern location, the waters around Lofoten are surprisingly warm, thanks to the Gulf Stream, which keeps the area habitable even in winter. Fishing villages like Rain and Henningsvær are the beating hearts of Lofoten. Rain, in particular, is often described as one of the most beautiful villages in the world, with its red fishermen's cabins, known as robur, lining the shores of the fjords, surrounded by majestic mountains. The view of the small village against the backdrop of the steep mountains is worthy of a painting. Henningsvær, on the other hand, is famous for its charm and for its peculiar soccer field, which seems to float on a small rocky island. The Lofoten Islands are the perfect place for outdoor exploration, with several hiking trails leading to stunning viewpoints, where you can admire the region's unique landscapes. One of the most popular trails is the one that leads to the top of Reinebringen Mountain, offering panoramic views of Reinefjord and the islands scattered on the horizon. The feeling of standing atop a mountain, with the Arctic wind blowing softly and the turquoise waters below, is simply unforgettable. If you prefer water activities, the waters around Lofoten offer incredible opportunities for kayaking, boat trips, and even surfing. Yes, Arctic surfing is one of the island's unique attractions, with beaches like Unstad drawing surfers who brave the cold waters in search of perfect waves. Surrounded by a spectacular setting, Lofoten also has a rich cultural heritage linked to fishing. Cod is a fundamental part of life on the islands, and during the winter, you'll see rows of fish being dried in the open air, a centuries-old tradition. To learn more about this heritage, it's worth visiting the Lofoten Viking Museum, which offers a fascinating insight into the Viking history of the region and how these people settled and thrived in such a challenging environment. Another highlight of Lofoten is the chance to see the northern lights during the winter, when the long, dark nights provide the perfect backdrop for this light show in the sky. In summer, on the other hand, you can experience the midnight sun phenomenon, when the sun never sets and illuminates the landscape 24 hours a day, creating a magical atmosphere to explore nature non-stop. Preikestolen. This giant flat rock, which rises 600 meters above Lysefjord, offers one of the most spectacular and thrilling views in all of Norway. For many adventurers and nature lovers, Preikestolen is a dream destination and one of the most memorable hikes in the country. The journey to the top of Preikestolen begins with a relatively challenging hike of about 8 kilometers round trip, which takes a total of 4 to 5 hours. The trail passes through varied terrain, with steep climbs and flat sections, but with each step, the anticipation grows. As the landscapes along the way are already impressive, the hike is an adventure in itself, crossing rocky areas, small forests, and streams that seem straight out of a fairy tale. Upon reaching the top, you are rewarded with an indescribable view. The immense Preikestolen platform, which juts dramatically over Lysefjord. The feeling of standing on the edge of this flat rock, with no barriers around you, with the deep fjord stretching below, is a mix of thrill, adrenaline, and pure awe. Lysefjord, with its blue-green waters and steep mountains surrounding it, creates a surreal landscape that seems eternal and unchanged by time. For the brave, sitting on the edge of Preikestolen is an almost obligatory ritual. Many visitors take photos sitting or lying on the tip of the rock, with their legs dangling over the abyss. The feeling of freedom and connection with nature here is palpable. The contrast between the open space around and the solid rock beneath your feet makes the moment both peaceful and exhilarating. Although the view from the top of Preikestolen is the highlight of the visit, the trail leading there also offers a series of beautiful landscapes that make the hike even more rewarding. During the summer months, the weather is pleasant, and the long daylight hours provide plenty of time to enjoy every detail of the journey. However, spring and autumn are also incredible times to visit, when the vegetation colors change and create new contrasts with the blue of the fjord. In addition to the hike itself, the region around Preikestolen is rich in natural beauty and adventure. Lysefjord can be explored by boat, and many visitors take the opportunity to see Preikestolen from below, where the rock appears even more imposing against the steep fjord walls. It's a great way to complement the experience and gain a completely different perspective on the grandeur of the place. Jotunheimen National Park. This is Norway's largest national park and is home to some of the country's highest and most imposing mountains, including Galdhøpiggen, the highest point in Norway and all of Northern Europe. For outdoor adventure lovers, Jotunheimen is a paradise of trails, majestic mountains, and untouched landscapes. The Jotunheimen National Park covers a vast area of 3,500 square kilometers, with mountains that rise dramatically above deep valleys, crystal clear lakes, and turbulent rivers. The park offers one of the most varied and challenging trekking experiences in Norway, attracting adventurers from all over the world. Whether you are an experienced mountaineer or someone looking for a closer connection with nature, Jotunheimen has something to offer. The star of the park is, without a doubt, Galdhøpiggen, which rises an impressive 2,769 meters above sea level. Climbing to the top of this mountain is a unique experience where you can walk over glaciers, cross rocky fields, and, upon reaching the summit, be rewarded with a stunning panoramic view of the surrounding mountains and fjords. On the clearest days, the view extends to the horizon, with a sea of mountain peaks unfolding before you. Another iconic mountain within the park is Glittertind, standing at 2,465 meters tall, which competes with Galdhøpiggen for the title of Norway's highest point, depending on the amount of snow on its summit. Both mountains offer challenging and rewarding trails for hikers, with immersive experiences in wild nature. In addition to the high mountain hikes, Jotunheimen is known for its long-distance trails that crisscross the park. The most famous of these is the Besseggen Ridge, an iconic trail that offers stunning views over Lake Genda on one side and Lake Besvatnet on the other, each with a distinct color. Walking along the Besseggen Ridge is an exhilarating experience, with the turquoise blue of Lake Genda contrasting with the dark green of Besvatnet, creating one of the most impressive landscapes in Norway. Jotunheimen is also home to a rich wildlife, including reindeer, Arctic foxes, and various bird species. The park offers an incredible opportunity to observe local fauna in its natural habitat, especially during the summer when animals are more active. During the winter, the park transforms into a paradise for cross-country skiing and ice climbing enthusiasts, with snow-covered trails and frozen peaks challenging the most daring adventurers. The glaciers and snow-covered landscapes make the environment even more dramatic and imposing. Saltstraumen. This is the largest and most powerful tidal whirlpool in the world, where seawater moves with surprising force, creating whirlpools that can reach up to 10 meters in diameter and 5 meters deep. Saltstraumen is a phenomenon caused by the tides, when enormous volumes of water are forced to pass through a narrow channel only 150 meters wide, connecting Salt Fjord to Skierstad Fjord. The force of the water generates currents of up to 40 km/h, creating powerful and turbulent whirlpools that are both fascinating and terrifying. Watching the water move with such intensity leaves anyone impressed by the raw power of nature. This phenomenon occurs several times a day as the tides flow in and out of the fjord, and it is particularly impressive during the highest tides, when the volume of water in motion reaches its peak. Many visitors come specifically to observe these moments of maximum force, and there are viewpoints along the coast that offer a clear and safe view of the phenomenon. For those seeking an even closer adventure to the action, it is possible to take a boat ride in Saltstraumen, navigating the turbulent waters and getting close to the whirlpools. Guided by experienced professionals, these rides are an exciting way to experience the strength of the currents up close, feeling the adrenaline of being in the middle of this incredible natural display. Saltstraumen is also a paradise for fishermen. Due to the intense water movement, the area is rich in fish, including cod, halibut, and sea bass. The ideal conditions created by the currents attract fishermen from all over the world who come in search of unforgettable catches in one of the best fishing spots in the world. The region is famous for its impressive catches and the abundance of marine life. Senja Island. Known for its dramatic landscapes, steep mountains, deep fjords, and secluded beaches, Senja is often called Norway in miniature, because it encapsulates the country's best natural landscapes in one place. Upon arriving at Senja, you will immediately be enveloped by a landscape that seems straight out of a fairy tale. Mountains sculpted by time rise abruptly from crystal clear waters, creating dramatic peaks that contrast with deep fjords and tranquil coves. The combination of sharp mountains and white sandy beaches is one of the island's most striking features. This diversity of scenery makes Senja one of the most photogenic places in Norway. One of the island's most iconic views is from Mount Segla, which rises spectacularly over the fjord below. The hike to the top of Segla is challenging, but offers a reward worth every step. Breathtaking panoramic views of the jagged peaks plunging into the calm waters of the fjords. This hike is ideal for adventurers seeking a closer connection with Norway's wild nature. In addition to the mountains, Senja is known for its secluded beaches, many of which are practically deserted, where the contrast between the deep blue sea and the surrounding mountains creates a paradisiacal setting. Ørsfjordstranda is one of these untouched beaches, with white sands and clear waters that reflect the surrounding mountains. It's the perfect place for a quiet break away from the hustle and bustle where the sound of waves and the wind in the mountains create the perfect soundtrack. The national tourist route of Senja is one of the most incredible ways to explore the island. This scenic road takes visitors through spectacular landscapes, passing through impressive fjords, picturesque fishing villages, and lookout points with panoramic views that capture the wild essence of the island. Along the way, you'll find perfect spots to stop, take photos, and simply enjoy the region's unique beauty. Senja is also a paradise for the wildlife observation. The island is home to various species of seabirds, and if you're lucky, you might even spot eagles, seals, and whales in the surrounding waters. The rugged coastline and deep fjords offer a rich habitat for wildlife, making Senja a popular destination for marine wildlife safaris. Flåm Railway. This iconic railway offers an incredible journey through Norway's most stunning landscapes, taking passengers from steep mountains to deep fjords, passing by spectacular waterfalls and charming villages. Known as one of the most beautiful train routes in the world, the Flåm Railway is a must-see experience for any nature and adventure lover. The journey begins in the small village of Flåm, situated at the end of the Aurlandsfjord, a branch of the imposing Sognefjord, Norway's longest and deepest fjord. From Flåm, the train gradually climbs to Myrdal Station, covering 20 kilometers of tracks that wind through the mountains. What makes this journey so special is the impressive combination of landscapes. The train passes through deep valleys, snow-covered mountains, rushing rivers, and waterfalls that seem to emerge from the rocks. One of the most memorable highlights of the trip is the stop at Kosfossen Waterfall, one of Norway's most iconic waterfalls. The train makes a brief stop so passengers can step out and feel the power of the water as it cascades down the mountains in a mighty flow. The deafening sound of the waterfall and the mist it creates as it crashes against the rocks make this moment magical and unforgettable. In the summer months, visitors may even be surprised by a performance by a dancer, representing the mystical figure of the Huldra, a creature from Norwegian folklore, who, according to legend, lives in the mountains. Throughout the journey, the Flåm Railway crosses 20 tunnels and passes over bridges that seem to float over cliffs. The panoramic views change at every curve, revealing different angles of the mountains and fjords below. On clear days, it's possible to see snow-capped peaks in the distance, while in the valleys, rivers run peacefully alongside picturesque villages and colorful houses dotting the landscape. The railway's incline is an impressive feat of engineering. With a slope of up to 5.5%, the Flåm Railway is one of the steepest narrow-gauge railways in the world. This characteristic provides a sense of adventure during the trip, as the train climbs toward the mountains or gently descends toward the fjord. The train journey from Flåm to Myrdal takes about an hour, and every minute is filled with spectacular views. At the top, in Myrdal, you can choose to continue your trip on the famous Bergen Railway, or return to Flåm to explore the village and its surroundings. Flåm is the perfect starting point for fjord cruises or hikes in the nearby mountains. Regardless of the time of year you visit, the Flåm Railway offers a visually stunning experience. In the summer, the hills are covered with lush greenery and wildflowers, while in the winter, snow transforms the landscape into a fairy tale setting. Whatever the season, This journey provides an unparalleled view of Norway's natural beauty. And so, dear travelers, we conclude our incredible journey through the wonders of Norway. Which of these places would you most like to explore? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this trip, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell so you don't miss our next destinations. And of course, share this video with your friends who also love adventures around the world. Until the next trip, and thank you for joining us.